Vision Savers. We are the light of the world.
Hi, welcome to Vision Savers TV. Today, we are back on our TV series on rejection, and we're going to be talking strategically today on a topic that says be the strength and know the weakness, irrespective of the circumstance. It might come from the left, from the right, it might be from you or from the other person. But before we proceed, I would like to introduce myself and the guest I have in the studio. I am your host, Treasure Emmanuel. Let's welcome our lovely guest here today. Don't forget, this video, that you need to click on the subscribe button is free if today is your first time, and then the notification bell. That will give you an edge to be the first to get notified of our updated videos. Let's welcome our guest. Good day, sir.
Good day.
You're welcome to Vision Savers TV.
Thank you very much.
I would like you to introduce yourself to our lovely viewers.
Hello, viewers. My name is Victor Igwe. I like to keep my introduction that simple. Or do you want me to stretch it?
No, that's lovely. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We are glad to have you today on this our episode 6 on the topic rejection.
It's my pleasure, indeed. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Today we want to talk about one being the strength and not the weakness.
Okay.
To explain it further, when I am the strength, it means if I'm the strength, I need to bring the strength and put up to your own weakness. And your weakness might be you might not be qualified for a certain things, but my strength will help you to get to that qualification.
Talking about strength,
Yes.
you know that the Lord is our strength.
Yes.
And it is in Him that our strength lies. Then again, some people, due to orientation, their way of life, what they have learnt in life so far, life experiences, and every other factors that contribute to it, they are stronger than the others.
Yes.
And naturally too, there are people who are stronger. Making reference to when Jesus was instructing Peter, He said, beware that you do not fall.
Mm-hmm.
And He also said to him, when you are strong, be sure that you strengthen your brothers.
Your brothers.
Peter was the leader of that gang, the disciples' gang.
Yes.
Gang, so to say.
Yes.
I want to use that word. And so Jesus was giving him that instruction, that mandate, to remind him, to instruct him, and let him know that the strength is not for himself alone. And that he has to make it go round. He has to use it for the general good of the others.
If he thinks that you are strong, if you think you have the strength, don't just keep it to yourself.
It's not for yourself alone.
Now, let's bring it to the major striking area we want to go to today. In a family, I want you to give me a practical life example that a child has a health challenge. Do you get it? And looking at that child, what do you think should come from a parent? Let me give you another instance. If you have a family and you discover that one of my child is ill, and this ailment from the previous review you have heard from others, from the analysis that doctors even give and people around, you have every look that this child might live any day. Where do your strength comes in? How do you strengthen such person? If you have practical life example, I want to get to hear it now.
Now, in a family setting,
yes,
the parents naturally are blessed with the strength to handle whatever comes with family life,
Yes.
except that most parents do not put it to good use. Some do not even know that they have the capacity to contain everything that comes up within the family life. Let's put that aside.
Okay.
But in a situation where you have something like health challenges, like some of us do,
Some of
parents
us like,
like myself, so, parents have good responsibilities to take care of such people, not to the detriment of the others, though.
okay.
But then you have to know how to balance your emotions, balance your um, how you relate with them, so as to take special care of the ones that need care the more.
Okay.
That is strength, and you don't have to be emotionally down to handle such a
Yes.
situation,
Yes.
because your emotions kind of affect the victim
Mm. There's something I want to
positively
ask
or
you this one.
negatively. When you're strong, the person may be stronger, and
Yes.
when you're down, the person may be down more than necessary.
I want you to, at this point, I don't want us to just rush it, and we won't be able to. I won't be able to get it more clear. I want to know. There's something you said that struck me. You said that they don't need to be too emotional so that the victim will not feel down.
Okay. Yeah, too much pity
Okay,
doesn't help.
all right.
When you act around somebody like you are in a hopeless situation, even without you saying it, the person gets that bad energy. The bad energy hovers around
Around,
and it affects the person negatively. But even when you know that the situation is kind of hopeless
yes.
or very bad, and you manage to pull yourself together, you manage to exude some form of strength, it gives that person a lot of energy to keep moving, keep fighting,
So how
and
was it working for you? How did it happen to you? Because you said like I. So I want to hear
okay, I
your
don't like pity.
okay
At maturity age, since I got to maturity age,
at age of
I don't like pity.
that's the youth age,
Whenever I am
20.
down, maturity,
Yes,
people mature at
at
various stages.
stages of life.
It's
Okay,
not a particular age,
age.
but I know that since I knew myself very well,
Mm,
I have not always been inclined to pity.
yes.
If I'm in a rough situation and you kind of show me unnecessary pity and all that, I avoid your presence.
Yes.
Pity is quite different from care.
Yes, yes, I
Pity
can understand it now.
is when you are
Pity
around somebody and you just feel dejected, even when the situation doesn't call for it.
for it. And some might not even be that sincere with those pity.
Well, yes, yes,
Mm.
it could be
They
just
just
for
want to make
show,
you to
and
feel comfortable, not knowing that that pity is never needed at that point.
it is not.
It's not. Now, your own parents, what is your response to you at any point when you need them? What's their response to you? Because have they discovered that you don't like pity? Have they discovered that you don't like such energy around
Of
you?
course, they raised me,
Mm-hmm.
they know me, and they know my do's and don'ts, even
Mm.
when it doesn't have to come from me directly.
Yeah.
So everybody knows how to act around me at certain points.
Circumstance, they should act
Yes.
of.
So when we are in that jovial, playful, happy mood, we roll together. And when it comes to a challenging situation, everybody still knows how to compose themselves. And care is very important, like I said,
Mm.
and they know exactly how to express it.
Now, having the understanding that your parents understood that you don't like pity, you don't like someone coming around you with pathetic energy. What about people around you? You know, we don't want to be. I don't want to understand it that if they come to meet you, chai, chai. You know, that's the atmosphere around us. People will
You
always
know,
do those
there's a
things.
limit to certain things.
Yes.
When you overdo things, it becomes bad. No matter whatever you're doing, whether it's good thing
Or
or
bad.
bad thing. Um, there's every tendency that somebody meeting another person in a bad situation has some kind of pity for the person,
Yeah.
but it doesn't have to exceed the necessary level it should get. That's just my main point.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that if you see somebody in a bad situation, you just overlook the person and no,
Mm.
no, 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 no. But then,
I understood what you're saying.
yeah,
For instance, when I had a challenge, and people were coming to visit me in the hospital, and most of them were coming, and I knew if I happened to open up to this set of persons, they will end up making me to cry.
okay.
I pretended to be strong. In fact, I told them
In
nothing
such a
happened.
situation, you will even see some people coming in to visit you at the hospital and they'll start crying. I
Yes.
mean, what do you expect the person now to do?
So when I
When
saw,
you
yeah,
that should maybe be throwing in words of sympathy, encouragement, and strength, words of strength to the person is now being the one to be
consoled.
consoled.
Yes.
What do you now expect the person to do? That's just the main point. You do things moderately. There is a time that you need to show sympathy, and you just have to keep it at that level, not
No,
bothering the
I
person with unnecessary emotions.
I understood you at this point. Father, I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot. But I want to understand something. You're a graduate, right?
I am
You studied what?
electrical electronics
Electrical
engineering.
electronics.
Yes.
Throughout your period as an undergraduate,
Yeah.
did you encounter any situation that made people around you, aside your family, to know that you do have challenges at interface?
Yeah, while I was in school, I developed what the medics will call leg ulcer on both legs, actually.
On both legs?
Yes, it's it's a painful experience. It is really.
Yeah.
At some points, I would have to leave school and be in the hospital. At some other points, even when I'm discharged, I may not be able to meet up with going to school
Lectures.
and attending to my academic activities. And in such a situation, yes, it's expected that people around you will know, certainly, like my classmates, having not seen you for some time, some of them will ask questions. Even the ones you are very close to, you still have to tell, this is what's up, or I'm not being able to come because I have this problem, or Then that sympathy was there. In fact, I'm very grateful to most of my classmates because most of them were visiting, even in the hospital. Eventually, when you manage to get back to school, some of them will
Make
just
provisions.
cluster around you, maybe that first time you're coming,
Mm,
to welcome you back, sympathize
they
with
come with
you,
this
ask.
energy.
Good. Some others will even help with academic work, look at what we covered while we were away and all that. They did it very well, and that is the kind of encouragement that helps you going. Not when you are down and somebody will be around you shedding tears.
Mm,
You are down and you know that you're down, and somebody will be around you lamenting.
trying to remind you of other incidents. In fact, some will
That
start
doesn't help.
analyzing this. That in fact they saw someone that has this disease, this infection that did not survive it.
Exactly. That
Um,
kind of thing doesn't help at all.
it doesn't because it kills your spirit.
Yeah.
Okay, but no one for any reason was sidelining you.
Sidelining.
There's something I want to say at this point.
Okay.
When some infections come up, just like you say, leg ulcer, people will not know that it's not contagious.
Mhm.
They just heard the name, the attached name to that, and they begin to make suppression unconsciously. You ever encounter such?
Well, sidelining, rejection, those are things of the mind.
Yes.
It actually depends on your
I want you
mindset
to
as a
repeat that
person.
line. I want you to repeat that line very audibly. Rejection, sidelining is a thing of the mind. I want you to repeat it again.
Okay. Yes, if you feel sidelined,
Okay.
if you feel rejected,
Yes.
if you feel left out, I take it as a thing of the mind solely. It's a mindset. When you have this optimism and strong mind within yourself, you don't go looking around for who has rejected you, who
What
has
their,
abandoned you,
what their attitude
who
is.
has sidelined you, who is showing you attitude. It is
Yes.
when you expect too much of people
Hmm.
that you get disappointed. If you take people as they are, accept them the way they behave, knowing fully well that no two people are the same. I mean, you
Yes.
cannot expect that I behave the way you do.
Yes. It's not possible.
I don't know what you're thinking right now, and you
Yes.
don't know what I'm thinking.
Yes.
So everybody has their own different ways. So that person behaving whatever the person whatever the way the person is behaving, it is the person's life, and you just have to let the person go, and then you live your own life. Have
Um,
this self contentment, have this self principles that it is you who has your life to live, not the other people.
wow.
And you don't expect too
The,
much from
the the
people.
the TV series that houses today's topic is Rejection.
Okay.
We have been treating on rejection for various episodes
Mm,
for a period of time. We started from episode 1 and we are now at episode 6.
okay.
I intentionally don't want to caption today's topic, rejection, because I know at the process of our discussion, we'll bring in
We'll hit there.
something that will strengthen anyone feeling rejected.
Okay.
And I love your lines of words. I love what you have said because you are in a better place to have even be feeling such. But I see energy in you. I see strength in you because this thing you're talking about, you know what it means when sometimes your leg will be stiff, you couldn't move, but you still manage it and you are a graduate. You respect, irrespective of whatever you feel. But at this point, I don't want to continue this discussion because at this point, me, I'm strengthened. But I need
No,
you
I'll
to
just have to
strengthen.
put in. I'll okay.
I need it to strengthen for my viewers. There are
Okay.
people watching us.
All right.
I know this is why you didn't know. We're just discussing. But I want you to strengthen every viewer who is feeling rejected. Someone who, by virtue of ailment, we have some persons that are sick. We have some persons who have some ailments, some known, some unknown. But within them, even without anybody saying a word, they are feeling this person has rejected me. I need you to use those lines of words that is very striking to give to our viewers. Let's watch out.
Hello, viewers. I'm delighted to speak to you, to talk to your mind. I want to encourage you in whatever situation you may find yourself in. I want to tell you that the strength is yours and it is within. You just have to activate it and harness it. The word rejection, I think to an extent. That's my personal opinion, though. It's non existent. You only feel or get rejected when you must have rejected yourself. You don't look up to people for everything. Earlier on in the discussion, I said that excessive expectations brings disappointment. And it is so because when you expect somebody to buy you a private jet and the person comes with a motorbike, you have been disappointed. And that is when you start to think and talk all sorts of negativities about such person or persons. Now, the mindset of um, how do I put it? The mindset of entitlement is very bad. When you feel entitled to people's attention, when those people you are expecting to give you 100% attention have so many things distracting them, they even have challenges, some challenges facing them too. They eventually manage to bring out 20% attention and give to you. You can never value it. You cannot. And that is when you start to speak of being rejected. Even the people close to me that I think I'm with them, even so person that I think would always be there for me. So be contented, stick to yourself, look up to God. I'll conclude with the Bible passage or Bible discourse where Jesus said that the rejected stone turns to the cornerstone. Now, when you feel rejected, when you feel that the world has abandoned you, you just have to go back into your closet and discover yourself so that you become the cornerstone. You can only do that with the help and grace of God. God is our strength always in every need. He is our ever sufficient source of grace. So in Him alone that you can find all the attention that you need.
That's awesome.
Everything you need is in God, not in humans.
Thank you
Stick to God,
so much.
grab Him tight, and then respond to human beings the way they come. Accept them the way they come, and then you try your best to be the strength to others, even more than you demand from others being your own strength. Thank you.
I am filled with energy, positive energy at this point. I just listening to you unleash the potentials. In fact, you are a source of strength. You are indeed a source of strength. You don't know why I
Wow,
said
really?
that. The reason I said this, let me talk to the viewers. I'll come back to you, my wonderful guest. The reason I said my guest today, Mr. Victor Igwe, is indeed a source of strength. Having known him for a period of time before I had to place the invite for him to come, I have seen him for sometimes when he's facing difficult moments. I know you don't understand what it means for someone to have leg ulcer. Every time you're with bandage, sometimes it's paining, sometimes it's leaking. Even when he's in the midst of the crisis, he will smile. He will talk to you with every strength. It's only people around him that will let you know that Victor is not fine. Don't mind him. I will tell them, you're not the one to tell me when he's fine. I just spoke to him and he said he's fine. We laughed. We really spoke well. He became a strength. I said, if Victor, in this pain, in this situation, will always speak positive, will always bring smile in another person's face. Indeed, he's a strength. So today, like he has said, for everything you are facing, for every situation, it may be an ailment. It may be the sickness that they have said you have less than a month to live. Don't feel rejected. Don't feel that, don't start feeling isolated. Don't start putting yourself in a shell. No, that is the moment to put the best smile on people's face. I would recommend one movie to you. It's not like an advert, but it's a movie that's also a strength. It is called Cloud. You go look for it. When you watch it, you indeed enjoy that movie. Let's appreciate our guest because indeed today he has done excellently well. Thank you, Mr. Victor. I
You're
am
welcome.
blessed to have you here. Like
You're
I've
welcome.
always said, you are indeed a source of strength. I believe for everyone around you that have understood, that have discovered the value in you, they will know that indeed you are a strength. Continue being the strength that you are and not the weakness.
The
Even
Lord
when
is always our strength, and
I know the Lord is
in
our
our
strength.
moments of weakness, that is when His strength is
He has already given you the
manifest.
strength. That's why he said, my grace is sufficient for you.
Of
So
course.
he has already put it in you. It's not left for us to use what God has put in us to strengthen others, just like we have always been doing. Thank you so much for coming around
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to reach out
to
to
lovely
people,
viewers.
and I really appreciate it. I'm
You're
very
welcome.
grateful.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so. Please, having watched today's episode 6 on rejection, please don't forget to get your friends to click on the subscribe button. I'll be so much happy. And then I want to hear you comment. Say everything that you have in mind. Say everything that you want, your testimonies, what this TV series has done for you. I want you to comment it on the comment section. Say something. If you have also encountered one of our videos and it has helped you and uplifted your spirit, I want to hear it on the comment section. I want to see it there. Say something there. Like and then share. You also have a number on the screen where you can call in for anything. It can be to be my guest. Yes, you can be my guest. You can be my guest. So call the number on the screen. I will be glad to host you. Thank you so much, Vision Savers. We are glad to always have you back there as our strength. Without you viewing, we will be no Vision Savers TV. Thank you so much for today. Expect the next episode.
Vision Savers. We are the light of the world.